Hi guys, it's Tennille from Paper Milkshake and welcome back to my channel. I am on here to film my July favorites. I haven't done a favorites video in a while and I really need to commit to doing them monthly, but I might even do them bi-monthly every couple of months. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this video pretty short. I just really wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I've been using and loving this month. So let's start with over here. I got in contact with my friend Laurie from Creating for Fun on Instagram, and Laurie just makes the most beautiful rosettes. And Laurie usually makes her rosettes and sells them to suit a particular collection, and so I asked Laurie whether she could make some sweet story ones, and so she did. And she actually sent me 2 bags as part of the purchase, but I've used up an entire bag already. But I thought I would pull out some and show you. So they're really pretty. She's used some plain cardstock, a glitter cardstock, all laid with some beautiful tulle and some glitter spots in the middle. These are all her plain ones, which I love. Look at that with the hearts as well. Laurie just is magical with her beautiful Laurie, that's right, her beautiful rosettes. And these 2 are actually using Sweet Story papers. So these are obviously a Tim Holtz die, but that one is kind of like I think she's just made that on her own, although it's got perforation, so she's probably got another die set for that. And she makes like beautiful vellum. I wish she sent me a few more of these, but I think I'm now inspired to make some vellum ones myself. So I really wanted to purchase these just to see how Laurie, just to get some inspiration on how Laurie actually makes them, and then kind of experiment with my own as well. So they have definitely made it to my July favorites. And here I've just got some examples of what I do with Laurie's excuse me, her rosettes. I actually like to layer them up and turn them into embellishments for my pen pals to play with and use in their projects. So that one's just gone sideways, but yeah, you can make them as chunky as you want, as layered as you like, or you can keep them pretty plain. Just one little ephemera on it will do. So that's that. The next thing that's made it onto my July favorites are these Viscous pinking shears that I purchased years ago, even way before I started crafting. And these are Teresa Collins editions, and I kind of didn't use them for ages because I was like, oh, I'm not going to incorporate these into my projects. But then I realized they are really good for tickets. So I'll show you what I mean. I have this Dear Lizzie Ephemera Packet, which is from her, I want to say Shears Magic. I could be wrong. I think this is her Shears Magic collection, but it comes with these beautiful tickets, and some of them are perforated and some of them are not. So I like to use these tickets. Sorry, use this pink and shears. I think that little salmon pink one will be perfect for me to demo for you guys. I actually like to use these pink and shears to just give it a little bit of that perforated, touch to tickets, and I think it just adds some authenticity to the ticket. So you've been using this a lot in my projects lately. For any time I'm incorporating tickets, I've been pulling out these pinking shears to give that ticket edge. So that's why these have made it onto my July favorites. Whoops. The next thing I wanted to show you are just these Tim Holtz thinlets. So I get asked so many questions like, what dye do you use to make your rosettes? It looks like it's the exact same dye that Laurie uses. I have had these forever, and I use these for pretty much like 99% of my rosettes. When I don't use these, I'm just cutting my own strips and putting folds on them. What's the word I'm looking for? I score them and I just make plain round rosettes like that. But every other time I'm actually using these dies to make them. So I've overused them. I actually think I need to sharpen them soon because I use them so much in my projects. So this particular one, in case anyone doesn't have them, so this particular one here with the scallops gives you that effect. So that's the finished rosette for this die. So thank you, Laurie, for letting me use your rosettes to demonstrate this die. Then we have so these all come together, the 3, you get 3 in a pack. This one gives you the effect of that one there. Really, really lacy and dainty and beautiful. So cute. And then this one, which is probably my favorite one. This is the largest of the three. And that gives you this rosette, finished rosette. So what I absolutely love about this Sizzix Thinlits Tim Holtz die set is you only need to cut one to make a rosette. I purchased another rosette making set, and you actually need to die cut like 3 of them and then glue them together to make one rosette. So the fact that you only need to cut one to make each rosette is so much more efficient. So my absolute favorite, it's a July favorite, it's an annual favorite, it's just a must have in my crafting cart. I absolutely love these. The next thing on my favorites for July is this beautiful pouch that I received from Alicia at Love Letter Generation. My good friend Alicia makes me these gorgeous acetate pouches, and the reason I'm putting it in my July favorites is I use them all to store my ephemera, my loose ephemera. So this is an all heart one because I don't think she sent me a carousel one before, but I've used this one just to store all my loose carousel. There's obviously more than one packet here, and because when you buy ephemera, I find that those little poly bags they come in are always just really bad quality, and then you end up with ephemera falling out of them and stuff. So it is really, really handy to have these acetate pouches. And you know, Alicia also puts these Velcro seals on them so they close up, and they're just perfect. And how beautiful is it? This one's gone a little bit tatty now because I reach for it so much, but I'm just so grateful to you, Alicia, for making these for me. I love them. I love using them, reusing them. They're so good. They're such good quality because they're made of acetate. Brilliant, brilliant idea. Then I want to show you these bows that I made. I was inspired by my friend Cheryl to make these bows. So she sent me a packet of bows with some beautiful pink mail that she sent me recently. And hers were a lot longer, but I was inspired by Cheryl, but also this one lonely packet of carousel bows that I have in my collection. So I like the shape of these, so I kind of made them a little bit closer to this shape rather than the long style, sort of long style that Cheryl made, but they're very beautiful nonetheless. So I made some pink ones, and these took a bit of practice to get right. Like my first couple of ones were so dingy and so terrible, I can't even show you them. I started off with, this is probably not one of my best ones, but I started by making them with another piece of that sort of ribbon wrapped around, but then I decided they were too chunky and I didn't love it. So it looked okay with the stripy one there, but for the pink it was far too chunky. So then I decided to use some yarn instead, which gave it a really sort of soft pink texture to it. So I thought that was really nice. And then for these two, I actually just grabbed my metallic gold thread, and I thought they were very beautiful. So I think this is the design that I'm going to stick with now, and I'm going to make lots of bows for my own projects, and I'm going to be sending some to my pen pals as well. Then I wanted to show you guys these little drills that I bought. So I think these are little jewels that you use to decorate your nails, and I just bought these off AliExpress. But the reason I bought these was because I wanted to add some dimension to my sequins mixes. So I recently made this pocket letter for my friend Andrea Bethke, who is the owner and designer of the Fairy Tale Club, and I've been adding gemmies to my sequins mixes. I don't know if you can see them there, just these sort of 3D gems. Those were clear ones, but I wanted to buy some colored ones, so I will use these a bit like Nouveau drops to decorate projects, but I will also be using them as sequins fillers to add a little bit more chunky 3D dimension to my sequins mix. And I think the colors just go so well. I've just received my design team pack or kit sorry, from Sassy Scrappers, and it's a fresh bouquet collection, and I think that beautiful peach pink, that sort of shiny black, and those pinks and muted colors here will go splendidly with fresh bouquet. Love the colors there. And then I bought some plain iridescent, AB iridescent style ones in lots of different sizes as well. So these are from, both of these are from AliExpress. This is a bit bizarre. I've ordered this as well, but I didn't realize it was going to come in this little like packet, but it's kind of like a light pink one. So those have made it to my July favorites as well. Then I think I'm on to my last thing, which is I finally am able to make proper tulle rosettes that don't look ridiculous, because I'm so bad at these, but it took me lots and lots of practice. I want to credit my friend Lilla at Crafting with Lilla for teaching me how to make these, because I followed her tutorial and it took me ages to get it right. So I made these mainly for Sweet Story and All Heart Crafting. So this one has the black tulle on it, and I think this one will be the base for some All Heart there. And the other version that I made are these ones with a pink glitter tulle on them. So I just made a whole stack. Just took me one evening, just played around, experimented, try to get them right, try to get them as round as I can. And I thought I would show you one that I actually decorated using the Fairy Tale Club Sweet collection. So this one's quite chunky, they're very, very pretty. The tulle rosette gives it a very sort of soft, whimsical texture, as opposed to like having a hard rosette. So it just depends what style you're going for. That's it, guys. That's all my July favorites. I thank you all for joining me in this video. If you do like this, please hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.